You're progressive in one way, but you're still making that fucking backward story of seven dwarves living in a cave. What the are you doing, man?
Peter Dinklage isn't feeling Disney's upcoming live-action remake of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Hi, this is Mandy. The live-action Snow White production has ignited far more controversy than enthusiasm, signaling that Disney still faces significant challenges in regaining the trust and support of its fans. What was once one of the studio's most anticipated projects has now become a lightning rod for debates over casting choices, storytelling changes, and the broader direction of Disney's live-action remakes. Much of the backlash has centered around lead actress Rachel Zegler, whose public comments and online interactions have drawn both criticism and heightened scrutiny, even bringing co-star Gal Gadot into the fray. Initially, the live-action Snow White was expected to breathe new life into the beloved 1937 animated classic, updating it for modern audiences while preserving its timeless appeal. However, the release of the official trailer earlier this year marked the beginning of a firestorm of debates over race, gender roles, and political undertones, issues that were absent from the original film. Critics argue that the reimagined film deviates too far from the heart of the story, leaving longtime fans feeling alienated and disappointed. One of the most notable and controversial changes in the remake involves the iconic Seven Dwarfs. In an effort to avoid reinforcing harmful stereotypes, Disney chose to replace the Seven Dwarfs with CGI-rendered magical creatures of diverse backgrounds. While the intention behind this decision may have been noble, it has sparked widespread backlash. Many fans of the original film argue that the dwarfs were a critical element of its charm, providing a sense of humor, warmth, and relatability that is now missing. The dwarfs weren't just characters, they were part of what made Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs magical, one fan lamented online. Others echoed this sentiment, noting that the replacement of these characters erases a crucial connection to the original story. To them, this creative choice symbolizes a broader trend in remakes of prioritizing modern sensibilities over the qualities that made the classics endure for generations. Adding fuel to the controversy, Rachel Zegler has become a polarizing figure in the ongoing debate. In interviews and social media posts, Zegler has been vocal about her views on the original Snow White, labeling it as creepy, and describing the romantic subplot as stalkerish. These remarks have not sat well with many fans who cherish the 1937 film as a timeless love story. For decades, audiences have viewed Snow White as a tale of hope, love, and kindness, triumphing over adversity. Snow White's dream of finding true love and her eventual rescue by the prince are central to the narrative's resolution. By dismissing these elements, Zegler has inadvertently alienated fans who feel that her perspective undermines the essence of the story. Why would you sign on to play a character if you dislike the story that made her iconic? One frustrated fan asked on social media. This sentiment reflects a broader concern that the creative direction of the remake, both in terms of casting and narrative choices, appears to disregard the values of the original materials. Zegler's casting as Snow White has been a flashpoint for controversy since it was first announced. As a Latina actress, Zegler's appearance contrasts with the character's description in the Brothers Grimm fairy tale, where she is famously described as having skin as white as snow. While many applauded Disney's effort to embrace diversity, others viewed the casting as an unnecessary deviation from the source material. Social media platforms have been inundated with polarized reactions, with some users voicing support for Zegler, while others argue that the studio's focus on diversity has come at the expense of authenticity to the original story. Zegler herself has responded to the criticism, defending her casting in a now-deleted tweet. "Yes, I am Snow White. No, I am not bleaching my skin for the role." While her comment initially earned praise for addressing the backlash head-on, her continued remarks about the original film have sparked additional outrage. Her suggestion that the romantic subplot could be removed entirely, along with a joking remark about cutting Gal Gadot's role as the evil queen, has only deepened the divide among fans. Another point of contention lies in the film's portrayal of Snow White herself. Disney has framed the character in the remake as a strong, independent leader who doesn't rely on a prince to save her. While some have welcomed this shift as a positive modernization, others feel it strays too far from the character's original qualities. Not every woman has to be a leader. Not every woman wants to be a leader, one fan commented, and that's okay. Snow White's kindness and belief in love made her relatable and special. This perspective highlights a broader critique that Disney's recent remakes often prioritize contemporary social messages at the expense of storytelling depth and emotional resonance. The controversy hasn't been limited to Zegler alone. Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen, has also found herself entangled in the drama. Reports of tension between the two actresses have circulated widely, with disagreements over their interpretations of the story spilling into public view. Zegler's comments about Gadot's role, coupled with their contrasting public personas, have added another layer of complexity to the unfolding controversy. This tension has only further polarized fans, with some expressing concern over the negative publicity surrounding the film. Calls for boycotts have surfaced online, with critics of Disney's direction accusing the studio of alienating its core audience. As the release date for Snow White approaches, Disney faces an uphill battle in addressing the controversy and rebuilding excitement for the film. The project serves as a reminder of the challenges inherent in updating beloved classics for modern audiences. Striking a balance between staying true to the original story and making it relevant to today's world is no easy task, and many feel that Disney has missed the mark with this remake. Ultimately, whether Snow White can overcome the backlash and find success at the box office remains to be seen. For now, the production stands as a cautionary tale of the risks involved in reimagining a timeless masterpiece for a new era. The off-screen conflict between the two lead actresses in Disney's live-action Snow White has overshadowed the film, making it increasingly difficult for fans to separate the real-life drama from the magical fairy tale it aims to present. Branding expert Carlos Spite has commented on the situation, emphasizing the negative impact the feud has had on the movie's promotion. Disney is supposed to be rallying excitement at this key moment, not dealing with actors clashing over politics, Spite remarked. He went on to say, "The producers must be mortified by what's happening. This is a marketing disaster." Disney's public relations team is now tasked with the monumental challenge of addressing the fallout from this very public feud instead of focusing on building anticipation for the film. The production, which was already under scrutiny for delays and creative decisions, now faces skepticism from fans who feel the ongoing drama signals deeper issues within the project. Even with the release of the official trailer, excitement has been tepid, as many feel that the movie is bogged down in one PR disaster after another. Disney has officially cited the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strikes as the primary cause of delays for Snow White. However, insiders and fans alike have speculated that the real reasons may lie elsewhere. Rachel Zegler's controversial comments about the original film, along with backlash over the creative direction of the remake, are believed to have contributed to behind-the-scenes turmoil. Reports suggest that the studio may have been forced to reshoot scenes to address the growing criticism. The controversy took an even sharper turn when actor Peter Dinklage, a prominent advocate for people with dwarfism, voiced his displeasure with the portrayal of the seven dwarfs in the original story. While Dinklage's comments were aimed at challenging stereotypes, his critique didn't resonate with everyone in the dwarfism community. WWE wrestler and actor Dylan Postal, also known as Hornswoggle, publicly countered Dinklage's statements, arguing that his criticism inadvertently cost actors with dwarfism valuable roles in the film industry. In response, Disney made significant changes, replacing the traditional seven dwarfs with CGI magical creatures. While the intention was to avoid reinforcing outdated stereotypes, the decision sparked a fresh wave of backlash. Many fans felt the alterations stripped away a core aspect of the story, while others criticized the uncanny and unnatural appearance of the CGI characters in the trailer. These changes, coupled with production delays, have left fans questioning whether the movie has retained any of the charm that made the 1937 animated classic so beloved. Rachel Zegler, who portrays Snow White, has faced mounting criticism for her outspoken opinions about the original film. In one notable instance, Zegler referred to the 1937 version as creepy and dismissed the romantic subplot as stalkerish. Her remarks alienated many fans who view the original as a timeless fairy tale centered on themes of love and kindness. However, the most intense drama has emerged from Zegler's apparent tension with her co-star, Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen. Their off-screen disagreements have spilled into public view, turning the promotional campaign into a battleground of political and personal opinions. After the trailer's release, Zegler posted a tweet thanking fans for watching, but the post was interpreted by many as a subtle jab at Gadot, who has been embroiled in controversies due to her outspoken support for her country during an ongoing conflict. Gadot's political stance has drawn significant criticism, particularly from supporters, who accuse her of using her platform to promote propaganda. In November of last year, Gadot hosted a special screening of Bearing Witness, a documentary showcasing perspectives on the conflict. The screening was met with backlash, with critics accusing her of perpetuating a one-sided narrative. While Gadot has remained largely silent on the accusations, the tension between her and Zegler became unmistakable when a tweet from Gadot's account retweeted a post criticizing Zegler. The tweet, which called Zegler's stance pathetic, was quickly deleted, but not before it reignited the feud and became fodder for social media debates. Branding expert Carlos Spite weighed in once again, warning that the public feud could have lasting repercussions for both actresses and the film itself. Anyone with a corporate profile should try to remain neutral when big movies are due to be released, Spite explained. Actors are allowed their own views, of course, but expressing them publicly in this way, especially during a contentious time, can be incredibly damaging. I think this will hurt the careers of both women, because no matter what side they're on, there will always be those who disagree. The ongoing drama has diverted attention away from the movie's story and onto the political views and personal dynamics of its stars. Fans are now left questioning whether Zegler and Gadot were ever the right choices for their roles. One fan wrote, "How are we supposed to believe in a fairy tale love story or epic rivalry when the actors clearly can't stand each other?" Adding to the controversy, the growing call for a boycott of Snow White has cast a shadow over the film's release. Many of these boycott campaigns stem from Gal Gadot's political involvement, with some fans refusing to support a project associated with her. Despite Rachel Zegler's vocal support for the cause, her involvement hasn't been enough to quell the boycott movements, which have gained traction online. Comments like, "Boycott this movie for Gal Gadot alone," and "I wanted to support Rachel, but I can't with Gal involved," highlight the difficult position Disney now finds itself in. For some fans, the drama surrounding the actresses has become a greater focus than the film itself, leaving the studio scrambling to redirect attention back to the story. With the release of Snow White looming, Disney faces an uphill battle to salvage the film's reputation. The combination of production delays, backlash over creative decisions, and the public feud between its lead actresses has created a perfect storm of controversy. Many fans have already written the film off as a misstep, and the growing calls for boycotts could severely impact its box office performance. Rachel Zegler's recent silence on social media has also raised questions. Has she been advised to step back from the spotlight to avoid further controversy? Or has the weight of the backlash led her to reconsider her approach? Some fans have even suggested that recasting one or both lead roles might have saved the film from its current predicament. What do you think? Could Disney have avoided this level of controversy with different casting decisions, or is the real issue the direction the studio has taken with its live-action adaptations? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to check out our other videos for more updates on the latest entertainment news.